Hey everyone, this is Tom from Inspiration Metalworks, and welcome to Shop Update number 14. Just a short video this week. As a few of you know, I actually re-injured my back, and I haven't been in the shop as much the last week or so. One thing after another lately, folks. Sorry about that. But I did finally get around to, now that the lathe is in place and working, I got that 40 position quick change tool post, the Swiss style multi-fix tool post, out of the box finally, and I got it up and working, and so I just wanted to share a little bit about that, my initial thoughts, and show you a little bit about what you get for the package. So with that, let's take a look. All right, let's take a look. So the those of you that I interact with on Facebook, we had a big discussion around these quick change tool holders, and I went ahead and I got one from easyaccessory.com, and what I got was one of the 40 position tool holders from them, so the Swiss style, like Adam and Bruce used. Well, there was too much background noise for me to use the audio in this clip, so let's just take a look here. Again, the packaging left quite a bit to be desired, but so this is the way that it came to me. There's the actual tool holder itself, and then 4 of the quick change holders. So as we take a look, I'll pull out the multi-fix post first and take a look at it, but I think one of the things that struck me as odd is the packaging isn't all that great. It's just kind of plastic, cheap plastic covering it, but everything was there. A couple of the pieces were not all that well made, but in general this was actually a pretty good setup, and took me a little while to figure out that those 2 pieces were actually the wrench to tighten the tools in place. But overall, again, packaging wasn't that great, but the product itself looks to be okay. So with that, let's switch gears here. Well, one thing I was not expecting when I got this multi-fix, the 40 position quick change tool post, and admittedly this is the one from easyaccessories.com, not from not an original from Switzerland. I was not expecting to have to completely fabricate my own base, and maybe that's just naivety on my part, but every other quick change tool post, or every other tool post I've ever gotten in the past, has always at least come with the chunk of metal to use to get started. Now, granted, it's not like I don't have stuff around. It's 3/8, not a big deal. I cut it on the plasma cam. I didn't think you guys needed to see me cutting a rectangle, but I'm just cleaning up, dressing up the edges at this point, fitting it so that I've got a nice smooth fit. I want, in this case, I plan to also pin it in place after it's done. Thank you, Bruce, for that idea. And now that I have it apart and looking at it, I see how you pin it. I was really questioning that part of it, but I want this to be a slip fit, a good smooth slip fit. So I am hand dressing the part first. Then I'll drill and tap it for 3/8, and we'll be ready to get everything fitted so that I can lock it in place, mark my holes, or mark my spots for the pins, and then it's just some small dowel pin kind of locks to help keep the barrel of this from rotating. So again, just sanding. You guys, I don't think you guys really want to watch that, but just wanted to give you an update. Okay, so I got the fit up just right how I want it. You can see there's no play in that at all. Maybe just a hair. Take my gloves off so we can look a little better. So there's maybe just a hair, but the idea is to get this where we want it. Right, I might need to trim that edge a little bit. And I've still got the barrel and the clamp together, but lay the barrel on top. So I'll mark my center point or I'll drill my center point. We'll do a 3/8. Wow, here we go. I've got some 3/8 rod that we'll put through here. It's threaded already, and that'll become the clamp. There's a cap that goes over this as well. But these holes here, this is what Bruce Walton was talking about on being able to pin it down. Those holes go all the way through, and so what you can do, since you don't actually move the block here, you move the tool. The block stays stable. So if we're really talking about keeping it in one place all the time, we'll get everything kind of lined up the way that we want it. Maybe I'll put a tool in place so I can check for squareness. Maybe I'll do that at position 0, and then I will put some dowel pins in there into the cross slide, so into the compound. So that's the plan. So I decided to get fancy today. Normally I just use a Sharpie, but today I'm actually using real layout fluid. I just need to find the center of this. It's nothing too critical, to be honest. But we'll just got it on heavy. Alright, well, I'll bring you back when that dries because I put about 10 times too much. Alright, so I know that we got 3 inches length. We're at 1.9 on the width, so for the length, do the easy one first. 1.5 inches on my square here. This is my little Home Depot square, but at least it comes with a little carbide scribe too. So it'll do the job. It isn't exactly precision layout today. So you guys can see this something. So we'll mark on that side. Do it again on this side just to be certain. Yeah, we're good. It's right on. Alright, the 1.9, I think. So that, maybe we'll use an aid for that. Got our decimeters here. So we know that 1.9 is 0.95. So let's bring this out to 0.95. Alright, we'll lock that. And then we'll just adjust. Wow. That's pretty close. I don't know if you guys can see it. Yep, you guys can see it. So we'll go to that. And we'll log it down. So, let's see how that works. Square it up. Put a scribe mark there. Come to the other side. Scribe mark. It's actually the length of the scribe, or the width of the scribe mark was about the difference that I was off. So that gives us our layout for the hole. And we'll come back to using my favorite old ball peen. We talked about this last week, or a couple weeks ago. My grandfather's old hammer, right? And I got you guys really zoomed in here, sorry. It doesn't have to be perfect, but there's our center hole, our center mark. So now we can go ahead and get this drilled and tapped for the 3/8. Alright, so just for a check, 3/8/16, a little on the loose side, but as this pulls tight, it's going to hold, so we're good. Okay, so here it is. This stud's too long, I'm going to trim that down. So this goes around. I can see where having the pin in there tight would be helpful. Getting a bit of a backlash on the crossfeed too. I might need to see if I can adjust that. It's a little on the loose this side. But so that's there. Okay, so I made a quick adjustment. I brought this up so that I brought the tool so that it was square against the 3-jaw here. Brought it all the way up. And then I made an adjustment on the pin so that that would be position 0. So anytime I need to go to position 0, that would be it. Loosen it up. We can come off. Right, I can adjust to a different location. Bring it down. Lock it. And now I'm at, according to this, position 36. So lets me repeatedly come in, get back to position 0, lock in, and I should be back at square with the chuck. And from my angle, I can see that I'm squared up with the chuck. So there we go. What I did at this point is I went ahead and very carefully took this off, keeping this position exactly where it was. I took the cover plate off, which has all the indexing marks on it. At this point now I can set my punch, and it's a two-size punch. It's actually at the bottom of the hole is much narrower, so get in there, lock it in. It seems a little loose at the top, so I've got to keep an eye on it. Do the same thing here. We get marked in the bottom, keep an eye on it. Alright, so that should give me my 2 points for these 2 through holes here, so I can pin this in place as well, so I don't have to worry about it rotating with me. So once I loosen this, I can always come back and I can always put the 0 right back where it was, nice and repeatedly. Well, I hate to leave you hanging like that, but always good to give you a reason to come back for our next video. The quick change tool post is done. It's in place. It's working. I've actually made some cuts, posted a couple of pictures to Instagram and places like that. So it's in place. It's working. I definitely like having it pinned. I don't have to worry about the cylinder turning at all. That was a great call there. Thank you, Bruce, for mentioning that on the Facebook page. One of the things that I'll be doing as we move forward is I'll be looking a little bit more at some different inserts for that tool holder. That tool holder is a CMT, CNMG style tool holder, and so I'll be able to do a little bit of testing there. For those of you that did you filled out your form to get your free insert from Kyocera, I got mine pretty quickly. But on top of that, I found out that the regional sales manager for the Southeast actually lives down the road from me. And so he came by my shop, and we spent a good amount of time talking and going through the types of cutting that I do, types of turning and milling and things like that. And he had a lot of very good recommendations. So I will be doing some more follow-up on that. I've got 3 pieces of material I want to cut. I'll use a couple of different types of inserts and see how it works. But we'll be doing some 1018 mild steel, some 4130, and some stainless. So we'll take a look at the differences and how it does with that. Especially important for me, given that I've made such a huge upgrade on the lathe itself and the lathe capabilities. So it's kind of fun for me to be able to say, oh, I'm going to try a 50,000th depth of cut now, and just for fun. Something that I was so far out of the range of my poor little South Bend. Speaking of, I know I did post a picture online about this, but the little South Bend has gone to a new home. There is a gentleman that I do work with around here that he just, fawned over that thing every time we were together. It appears that his dad used to have one just like it, and so it was. While it was tough for me to give that thing up, I was so happy at where it ended up. So made it a little easier to let it go. But she's gone now. Maybe I'll put a picture up of getting it prepped. But that's all we have for this week. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks for all the comments and all the new subscribers. We went over 300 subscribers over the last week. I think it's amazing. You guys are great, and that's why I keep doing these videos. Even when my back's out, I'm in a lot of pain. But it's a lot of fun for me to do these things too. So thank you very much. It means a lot to me, and I'll see you next week.